Hey there, brain enthusiasts and emotion explorers. Welcome, wise emotions, and to another episode where we dive deep into unlocking the potential of your mind and heart. Today, we're exploring a timeless debate, EQ versus IQ. Spoiler alert. It's not actually a competition, but by the end of this video, you'll see why EQ, emotional intelligence, might just be the secret sauce to living your best life. All right, quick brain workout time. No worries, this isn't a graded test, just a fun pop quiz to get you thinking. Your friend just received some bad news. Do you A. Immediately offer advice to fix their problem, B. Listen attentively and ask how they're feeling, or C. Change the subject to something more cheerful? Got your answer? Perfect. We'll revisit this later, and you'll see what your choice says about emotional intelligence. Let's start by breaking down the basics of IQ and EQ. On one side, we have IQ, or intelligence quotient. This is all about cognitive abilities, how you reason, solve problems, and learn new things. Think of it like your brain's processor speed, the raw computational power you have. On the other side, we have EQ, or emotional intelligence, which refers to your ability to understand, manage, and use emotions, both your own and others. It's your emotional Wi-Fi signal, helping you connect to the feelings of those around you. Here's the key. We need both. Life isn't just a series of logic puzzles or math problems. It's a rich tapestry of relationships, experiences, and yes, emotions. Let's take a look at some real-life situations where EQ takes the spotlight. Picture two equally skilled programmers. They both write flawless code and their IQs are sky high. But when things go wrong, one of them gets frustrated easily and snaps at colleagues. The other stays calm, communicates openly, and collaborates to find a solution. Who's more likely to be promoted or have a successful career in the long run? Research has shown that people with high EQ often outperform those with higher IQ in the workplace, especially in leadership roles. Why? Because emotional intelligence helps you manage stress, navigate conflicts, and create stronger relationships with your coworkers. Now imagine a couple arguing about household chores. One partner focuses purely on the logical side. I've done the dishes 3 times this week, so it's your turn. The other takes a moment to recognize the underlying emotion. The partner feels unappreciated for all the effort they put in. Which approach do you think leads to a stronger, happier relationship? Emotionally intelligent people know how to address the heart of the issue, not just the surface-level problem. This deepens connections and helps build lasting, fulfilling relationships. Now let's talk about self-care. Think of someone who recognizes when they're feeling stressed or overwhelmed and takes steps to manage it. Maybe they go for a run, practice meditation, or talk it out with a friend. Compare that to someone who ignores their emotional state until they completely burn out. Who's likely to lead a healthier, happier life? High EQ means being in tune with your emotions and knowing when to take action to care for yourself. It's not about being overly emotional. It's about emotional management and balance. Here's a myth I want to bust right now. Emotional intelligence isn't about being soft or overly emotional. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about being smart with your emotions. It's knowing when to be compassionate, when to be assertive, and most importantly, when to set boundaries. Think of it this way. If your life were a smartphone, IQ would be the processor vital for speed and efficiency. But EQ is the user interface. It's how you navigate through life's many challenges, making the experience smoother and more intuitive. Here's where it gets really interesting. While IQ tends to stay relatively stable throughout your life, EQ can be developed and improved. Think of it as a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Here are a few simple, practical ways you can boost your emotional intelligence starting today. 1. The emotion diary. Spend 1 week noting your emotions at different points during the day. What triggered them? How did you respond? For example, write down, felt anxious before the meeting. Try to avoid the topic. By tracking these patterns, you become more aware of how you react to different situations. 2. The perspective flip. Next time you disagree with someone, instead of immediately arguing your point, try genuinely seeing the situation from their perspective. Ask yourself, what emotions might they be feeling right now? This can open the door to deeper understanding and better communication. 3. The pause button. When you feel a strong emotion, whether it's anger, frustration, or excitement, hit your internal pause button. Count to 5 before responding. In those few seconds, ask yourself, what's the best way to handle this situation? You'll be surprised at how differently you'll respond after just a short pause. Now, remember our quiz from earlier? Let's revisit that. If you chose B, listen attentively and ask how your friend is feeling. Congratulations. You've shown a key component of emotional intelligence, empathy. But don't worry if you picked something else. EQ is a skill we can all improve with practice. Here's something to think about. Have you ever met someone who's incredibly book smart but struggles in social situations? Or maybe someone who isn't traditionally academic but seems to breeze through life's challenges with grace and resilience? That's the EQ-IQ dynamic at play. Emotional intelligence is universal. It doesn't matter where you're from, what your job is, or what your IQ score is. We all have emotions, and learning to understand and manage them can transform every area of our lives, from relationships to careers and even our own mental health. So what's your EQ story? Think about a time when understanding your own or someone else's emotions made a real difference. Share your experience in the comments below. And here's a challenge for you. Pick one of our EQ boosters and give it a try this week. Then come back and tell us how it went. Did it change how you interacted with others or how you felt about yourself? Remember, it's not EQ versus IQ, it's EQ and IQ working together to help you navigate life's ups and downs. Keep flexing that emotional intelligence muscle and watch how it transforms your world. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep leveling up your emotional intelligence. Thanks for watching. Join us on this journey of emotional intelligence growth.